controller comes out on top. It's going to be Space, it's going to be Zemmol. It is losers quarterfinals of Pokemon Stadium. Bowser versus Inkling.
And like we said, Bowser can be quite the sandbag versus a character like Inkling, you know, just kind of a combo exposition. As we can see right here, double up air forward air out of a grab, pretty cool. But there is one thing that Bowser has in this matchup that no other character has, and that is he is sort of protected from Inkling's painting rapid jab because of Tough Guy, which is actually more important than any other matchup because of that paint that Inkling's rapid jab has, which is of course an effect you really want to avoid. There's so much damage. Space is gonna have to find some other ways to paint his opponent. We saw him do it with the ink bomb, but you know, you don't need a paint for a nice little up throw upper like that.
Yeah, that's also, you're a big guy, right? You're a big guy.
Yeah.
And that up throw upper is going to have such an enormous percentage window for you to connect with. Even if you do not get the kill, it's still, again, such a easy combo to get. And we're
there
already,
it is.
okay,
there it is.
He shielded it, but he could have done a lot more.
He could have done a lot more, but he was also saved from a lot more from Space. Space was having an amazing time at advantage stage, getting combos, resetting twice over, and then when he tried to finish off with a rapid jab, which is a great finisher versus any other character, Zemmol was able to shield that Tough Guy. It's a really big deal, but not a big deal as the matchup overall, which is of course very much in favor of Inkling, as we can see.
Good sector from Zemmol, though, surviving that splat bomb. He's going to try to get the Dark Thunder into down B at the ledge. Such a good option there. And again, up for upper. He gets it. I've been missing
way
those.
back in the before times of 2018, Space was known for being extremely consistent with that very tight kill confirm, and he still is, which is good to see. But of course, on Bowser, it's gonna be even easier, and on PS2, it's gonna be even easier, as this is one of the stages with the lowest ceilings in the game. Combine that with Bowser's combo ability, and it's gonna be a rough time for Zemmol.
It is going to be an extremely rough time, as currently Space is making Bowser ready for the last stock, but that forward tilt in neutral is going to secure one on the board for Zemmol. Right now he has to kind of make an amazing comeback here with a 2-stock deficit against Space, who's been primarily controlling the entire match.
Oh yeah, he has been in control, like you said, for the entire match. Does not look intent on giving it up. Continuing his juggle. And now he has him once again in a leg trap situation. Horrible place to be for Bowser, but he rolls through, gets a jab in. He has to make something out of it, but he doesn't. The landing back air is going to reverse the situation.
Ooh, tries to really jump with the back air. That is the one thing Bowser has going for him at this point.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Oh, the good mash! What an amazing mash from Zemmol there, getting out of there in time and actually missing the up for up air because Zemmol DI'd the other way. Now has no double jump.
Yup, double. We just throw two of them.
Almost got through it. Almost got through it.
I think he's doing an excellent job trying to get through, but it is just so hard. I was really impressed by that mash speed.
Yeah.
Especially because I heard buttons, and it is, you know, technologically speaking, the optimal way to mash is to just rotate the stick.
Yeah.
Because you cannot have extra input from the buttons if you rotate your stick at the maximum speed.
Yeah.
But somehow, some way, he got out of it primarily by mashing buttons. So.
And that Inkling berry is strong, especially at 150. So
Very
that was an
strong.
insane mash from Zemmol right there. Alright, gonna go to game number 2, still with Bowser, still with the Inkling. And Zemmol kind of has to rethink his options, because especially in that first lock, he did not get to play the game.
Not at all, and Space is sticking, of course, with Old Faithful. Go with Inkling. Not sure how I feel about this counter pick. Aside from PS2, the other stage with a really close blast zone on the top is Small Battlefield, which is not going to help him at all with those throw upper confirms.
Sorry, I'm just watching how Space is like doing 80% of Zemmol.
Oh yeah, he's just doing his thing. And he's not done. And he waits for the normal getup. He's just getting everything right, confirming a splat bomb into a forward air. Beautiful stroke from Space. That's a sequence that can end up in one of those PR videos that we're going to get at the end of the season.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Beautiful conversion there. And Space currently is not stopping there. He's going to try and get more percentage in. Zemmol gets an up throw, but not much out of that.
Yeah, definitely looking like a poverty up throw compared with what we've seen from Inkling so far. Trying to get his aerials. He wants that landing neutral, could lead into more.
Again.
And finally, he gets out of disadvantage.
After 1 minute.
After spending nearly a minute in disadvantage, losing a stock in between, he gets into a ledge trapping situation and he makes the most of it with that forward tilt. If there's one thing you can count on with Zemmol, it is that he will find a way to get those forward tilt hits in.
Oh, another beautiful splat bomb conversion is gonna probably die from that. He actually got out of it.
Right.
He was smashing so hard, but still the forward smash was just a bit too
Right,
fast.
and what a conversion from paint. It was ping-ponging the Nair into the splat bomb, only to cover the tech with that roller, which of course is gonna be a kill. But speaking of kills, the Zemmol striking back with a beautiful read on the F smash. This time, he catches space, misspacing that back air.
Okay, I thought he got his jump, but no, he saved it for later. Got back to the stage for that, and that's kind of the thing that Zemmol has going for him at this point, not only as a character, but as a player as well. That amazing comeback factor he can make by just guessing a couple of ups, or just having those couple of reads in a row at just the right time.
And that's what he's gonna have to do now to pull out the victory. It's time to hit that lever and get your strong hits in.
Survives it though.
Yeah, you're not gonna get another go. It is time to get that advantage stage going and take it all the way to the bank. Otherwise, Space is gonna take it, which is exactly what he does with an up smash out of shield. Space is up 2-0.
And it did look a lot better for Zemmol, primarily due to that second stock being gone instantly. He got a jab lock and then a forward smash.
Right. Game was pretty much the same as the previous game, but he got a forward smash in, so it looked amazing.
Yeah. Alright, so game number 3, you said that Pokemon Stadium and Small Battlefield are the low ceilings
I
in this
wanted
game.
to go to a stage with wide blast zones, especially on top. You don't want to be dying to the upper confirm, and if you're gonna get a Bowser hit in, he's gonna die anyway. So why not choose a stage with wide blast zones? A nice battlefield, FD maybe, depending on what you like for platforms, but I think Battlefield would be the choice.
Yeah, especially the top platform. But to be fair, that would also be one of the big stages that you would ban against Bowser. We are gonna go back to small battlefield though. This seems to be a good stage for both these players, and Zemmol can kind of create a big distraction in the middle, or a bit hitbox in the middle. He's kind of staying there for the most part, trying to get a hit in the middle, but then again, Inkling can perform such an enormous wall in just anywhere on the stage.
Oh, there it is. Tough guy. Any other character would have gotten absolutely shredded by that rapid jab at the ledge, which of course already jabs are much more dangerous when you're stuck in a corner, but that goes doubly so for Inkling with the pain. But like we said before, the one thing Bowser has in this matchup is his tough guy, which means he doesn't have to worry about excessive pain damage from rapid jab.
For upper is not going to be the stock. Zemmol DIing correctly there. He's going to dodge the roller there. Almost getting done for again, but the greedy air to the stage is going to get punished by the forward air from Inkling. 40% for space. It's looking really good this third game.
Okay, there, but not an air confirm.
He gets the jab, and Bowser's jab actually being surprisingly strong in terms of knockback for a 2-port jab.
Yeah.
So strong at getting the opponent to the other side of the stage. Open to 5 rev actually getting interrupted by space right there. And now he's going to try to wreck some damage. There is a slight bit of paint on Zemmol there, and he has to make the most use of it.
And it's gone. There it is. Are we going to get another roller to cover the tech? No, we are not. We're trying to go for another edge guard, but now we have a reversed ledge strapping situation. And Space gets out, of course, wisely rolling away from a back air. You can't contest an Inkling back air.
What is his mash?
Right. I was about to say, you also cannot beat the Zemmol's mashing skills. Wow.
It's usually like, when you think of like the big mashers in terms of getting out of something, it's usually Katrina or something, or Double C, but this is insane. This is above levels I've ever seen before.
Alright, and Zemmol evening up the stock out, and this time no mashing in the world is gonna save you from a perfectly executed roller cancel forward smash at 170. I mean, you're not going anywhere. Okay, let's go. Time for some big combos. We got a throw, 2 up airs, back air, and he resets his advantage stage afterwards. This is what Space has been doing to to get these enormous leads that we've seen throughout the entire set.
And he's actually still building them. He is still continuing this. Look at the amount of pressure, aggressive pressure that Space has been setting. You were saying that usually he's the calm and collected type, but this is such in a more aggressive Space than I'm used to.
Well, it seems aggressive, but he still has a neutral in which he takes it easy, doesn't really do anything unsafe. He just knows that as soon as he gets that one hit in, he can just do whatever he wants for his Bowser. That's the thing.
I think it was a good tech there from Zemmol. Surviving that splat bomb, 180% is probably out of range for the up air, but a back throw at this point will probably seal the deal that he has to get that first.
That's right, you think you're safe from grabs and then the kill throws come out.
Okay, tries to get the 2-frame, but Inkling so fast in the air again, and that should be it.
Yes, it is. Space coming out with a very convincing 3-0 here in losers quarters, which means that I Studying is gonna have to face off versus Space.